Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I want to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. So just bring up the chat. Then I'm going to be bringing up Bitcoin here on the midterm. Then once we're done with the midterm, guys, straight to the long term. Once we're done with the long term, you know what we're going to do. It's the altcoin request part of the show. That's where you guys basically bang loads and loads and loads of altcoins in the chat, and I'll just do some live TA for you. Amazing stuff coming through there. Now we've got in the chat straight away, not that many of you this morning, straight away we've got Crypto DK and here Optimist in there. We've got Hadra Salim, good morning, we back here. Nice to see you on the stream then, my good sir. Hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. And to be honest with you, I didn't really expect that many people on the stream today just because of, I know quite a few people are just genuinely hodling crypto, and they probably got wrecked, right? They probably got wrecked yesterday because of obviously this filthy candles at the downside, right? Now, what were we talking about coming through here? We were talking about yesterday the opportunity for a short position, right? We were talking about the breakdown scenario from this descending triangle here on the short term. I was saying this, I was stressing about this, and I was saying, look, this is going to be pretty much a pretty goddamn good position to be getting involved with, right? And yes, money was made. Cold hard cash was made, right? So yeah, let's dive straight into Bitcoin. And then we're going to have a look at made some money on Ethereum as well, so have a look at that. And then we're going to be looking at crypto quant. I still need to work out how to get around this website now. They've literally had an update last night, and yeah, it's all completely changed, right? So yeah, I haven't got my favorite chart anymore. So yeah, we can just have a little play with that and see what charts we can come up with. And then also we're going to do some premium scalps, guys. We're going to have a look at some premium scalp packages. The premium scalp package, we're going to look at some trades for that, just because yesterday was a bit brutal. Obviously we did dump like crazy. It is a ranging indicator. It only works when we're going sideways. We didn't really go sideways, did we? We were tanking it down quite aggressively. So hopefully today we can actually see a bit of ranging before we see another big major move there for Bitcoin. So yeah, hopefully we can get some sort of positions coming through there for the old altcoins, right? We'll see if we'll scalp like maybe like 100 charts in like 10 minutes or something like that. That'd be quite cool to do. We're gonna look at BTC dominance as well, because hello, she's creeping up to say hello yet again. But yeah, that's pretty much what you can expect from today, guys. 7 likes as well. If you could smash up that thumbs up, does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. I do appreciate it a lot. Honestly, I really do. Trying to compete with the big boys out here. It's pretty hard. Yeah, we got Roger in the stream. Oi, Savaloy, nice to see you on the stream. We've got Mark, we got Slothbag, and we got the one, the only Simon coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, Simon. Hope you're having a good morning to yourself. It's -4 degrees in that's probably not right, does it? It's not -4, I don't think. I think it's probably like 3 degrees in England. I don't know what my PC's doing. But yeah, it's the 6th of January. Hope everyone's having a good start to their new year so far. Here Optimus says, all was fine till the Americans woke up. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It all just tanked after that, right? And we've got Leader Crypto saying, Wagwan OGs. Come on, bro. Let's get it. And you all know why we're here today. We're here to make money. Mr. Miles coming through as well. I literally just made that cup of tea, so it's piping hot. So we've got time, guys. We've got time before I have to neck the tea on stream. As a newbie, I'm so glad I watched your streams. I learned so much rather than being confused about happening of the markets. Thanks, man. Not a problem, man. Not a problem at all. I'm here. I'm here to do it for free. It's what I do. I enjoy myself, and I enjoy educating people as well. It's good fun. It's good fun. But yes, without further ado, guys, sort the hairline out. Let's get straight into Bitcoin here on the short term. I'm here today to give you a BTC update. We're going to be starting off here on the short term on the hourly chart. As you can see here, guys, yesterday we were talking about the idea of a potential juicy money-making short position. Did that come in? Yes. Yes, god damn it did. It was really nice indeed. And technically, I am still short right now. Because I'm short on these longer term time frame. As you can see here, this is going to be the measure move down here, down to 39,000. I have taken quite a lot of my profit out already, right? Because it was very aggressive the way that it came down here. I got in here, I think it was the 15-minute or the 5-minute I got my entry. Let me have a little look here. My entry was around 45,000 there. Yeah, it was 45,000 just as we cleared the volume weighted ATR on the 15-minute, got the candle body close here on the 5-minute. After that pullback coming through there, this is when I enter my position. My first take profit was at 44,800, and then I basically just staggered my take profits all the way down until we saw the completion of this measure move coming through around 3%, I think it was. Yes, it was around 3% there, but then I said to myself, hello, let's look at the other time frames, right? Because you can see that breakout is very correlative across multiple different chart patterns, across multiple different time frames, right? So that is a signification that we could actually be coming lower here for this potential measure move here on the longer term time frame, right? As you can see here, this is the measure move that we're going to be pulling down, and that's going to be around a 13.08% gain. So yes, I'm still riding this bad boy, and my stop loss is at entry. It's chilling. There's not a problem here. I think now with the state of where we're going, if we do come down to this 42,000 here, and we actually lose this support of 43k, then that's absolutely fine, right? That's absolutely fine, because what I'm going to do when that happens, I'm just going to start trailing my stop loss, right? Because if we do see any sort of major sorts of reversals coming through here on the shorter term time frames here, when we do see these lower highs that we've got set here, if we start to see these get sort of invalidated and congruent higher lows get set, then it's going to be a signification. It's going to be a sign that we are going to see a nice uptrend coming through, right? So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that does actually plan out, and how I'm going to manage that position on what's going to happen today, right? I mean, to be honest, it's still looking fairly bearish right now. And my reasoning behind this, guys, as you can see, we have seen that break. We've seen that short position get activated. Hopefully you guys actually did your own research and jumped in on that, because obviously, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm here to help and educate, not to not to give you trades and stuff like that, right? But yeah, in terms of still looking bearish, guys, as you can see here, I have just drawn in a symmetrical triangle at the bottom side of this on the bottom side of this downtrend, right? And that is basically telling us that we could actually be seeing a symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through here, because we do have higher lows being formed and also lower highs, creating a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the bottom of a downtrend. A symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the bottom of a downtrend is a bearish pennant chart pattern, guys. It mutates. It's like a mutation of an NFT. The chart pattern mutates, and it basically is another form of confirmation that it is looking bearish, right? So if we are going to be losing around 42,750, this is the area that you could be looking for a little bit of a scalpy short, right? And when I say scalpy short, it's not going to be big at all, guys. It's really not going to be big. I just thought I'd just go into this just to show a bit of direction coming through there. As you can see, this is the measure move down that we could be looking for here, and this is the move here. It's going to be around a 1.32%. There's nothing too crazy, but still, we are going to be staggering those take profits as we go, guys, because we know we've got bouncing in terms of reversal here from this horizontal, and also again from this low side coming through here. And then let's zoom out a little bit more here, because obviously we now need to take into consideration that I think it's the December the 4th filth coming through here, and that was that's bringing us down. So let's bang a horizontal in there as well and see if we can get some sort of direction bounce from that as well, because if we are going to see continuation down from this bearish pennant chart pattern coming through, then it's obviously going to be throwing us down in the dirty down to these sorts of areas, right? And if you do by any chance let this run, you could definitely be looking for a bounce. There's definitely going to be some sort of limit order here, guys, so please be aware. 42,000 is definitely going to be some sort of bounce point, or some sort of consolidation period for Bitcoin. I do think it's quite rare for us to just completely smash through an area like this after seeing such support on December the 4th, right? But we'll get into that on the longer term timeframes coming through there. Bit of tea coming through there now. So that's pretty much what I would say about the short term time frame right now. As I said, I'm still long. We did get a nice completion of the measure move here. Very nice. Sorry, I'm still short. We did get a nice. I am long as well on a few other exchanges, right? Don't forget that as well. But yeah, as you can see, we are looking for. We're looking for a bit more continuation, looking for around a 1.72% there. I mean, as I said, let's jump to, let's look at the RSI actually on the hourly, just because we were talking about the idea of swift bot rejections coming through from this downward sloping resistance line yesterday, guys. And this was one of my reasonings for some sort of dump coming through there for Bitcoin, a correctionary period. I didn't think that we'd actually tank it down as low as we did and smash through these these insane levels in terms of this horizontal at 45.8 and just bang it all the way down to 42.5. I didn't think we'd go that far and that aggressive, but as you can see, the RSI and trend lines did play out fairly perfectly indeed as well. In terms of what we are seeing in terms of divergences, I would say we did have a bit of a small time. It's very small, guys. It's very small. Don't get too excited because it's not the biggest thing in the world. We did have just looking off it straight away, and it's very tight actually, very tight. You can see just here it's going to be a bullish divergence that we did have coming through there. So we've got a low here and then a higher low. We've got actually a low here and then a lower low here on the RSI. So let's change this to yellow, because you know I like to do my divergences in yellow here. So you can see that we are in opposite directions coming through here, creating a bullish divergence. So that's probably why we are seeing a bit of upwards momentum coming through in terms of this micro downtrend coming through to the top side of this bearish pennant chart pattern, right? So yeah, that's what I would say about the RSI. We are still pretty overextended, guys. So that is basically telling us that we do need to have some sort of buyback coming through there. Whether that is going to be a breakout of this symmetrical triangle to the upside, or whether we're just going to range and then the RSI is going to be start trickling up, right? So yeah, there's a couple of things to be looking out for there today. Overall, we are pretty oversold there, guys. So yeah, just be prepared for some sort of chill out sort of area coming through there. Now, we are looking at this MACD coming through. We obviously set a very strong low here on the MACD. This could be a sign for a new trend cycle coming through there. And we know what we do with our trend cycles, guys. We do some sort of scenario like this, right? We use these trend lines for trend reversals coming through there, and as you can see, it does actually get respected a fair amount of the time, right? So it's definitely something that we can be using in terms of a tool. Now, the fact that we have set a really strong low here, the next downtrend that we do see coming through here, we're going to be looking for some sort of directionary, when we do see the direction actually change here for the trend, we're going to be looking for that trend line basically to be measured in. And then the next phase of that, usually the third or fourth phase for the cycle there, for the MACD, this is when we're really going to be looking for some sort of direction for Bitcoin and some sort of prediction for the next trend reversal in terms of take profits and stop losses, etc. Amazing stuff there. But what I would say, we have actually retraced fairly strong, and to be honest, I'm not surprised after volume dropping off. But yeah, bullish crossover on the cards, guys. Bullish crossover on the cards. Whether it's going to be big or whether it's going to be small, it's more likely to be fairly tiny here, as you can see here from this cycle that we've got coming through. It's we've got definite resistance point coming through there, so it could just be a really tiny pathetic uptrend before a big another crash coming through. That's a sign that I would say is something to be looking out for. If we break this this trend line coming through here, this cycle, then it's going to be good. It's going to be a little bit more bullish, right? And then we could potentially be expecting some sort of break outside of the symmetrical triangle to the upside, maybe testing the volume weighted ATR band, maybe challenging this lower high here. Definitely a couple of things to be looking out for there on the short-term time frame there for Bitcoin. Now, let's move on to the mid-term time frame. As you can see here, we've bounced pretty juicily, pretty famously on the volume weighted ATR band, right? As I was saying a second ago, you can see the volume from yesterday, really quite aggressive, and it's pretty much chilled the F out right now. It's chilling out. There's not really that much going on. As I said, I would expect some sort of ranging or something to correct the RSI coming through on the short-term time frame, right? But yes, as you can see, we have bounced pretty nicely off the volume weighted ATR band. So that is an inclination. It's an inclination that we could actually be having a nice bit of a bounce here. You can see the bounce that we do see on this, even after a bit of consolidation like so. It's definitely something to be taken into consideration as well there, guys. And also, in terms of fear and greed index, we are pretty extremely fearful at the moment. So we definitely need to take that into consideration from a whale's perspective here, whether they are going to bang it up quickly, use this opportunity to get their orders in, or yeah, it's just a possibility that we need to be weighing up here. But yeah, volume weighted ATR band heavily respected there. If we do see progression to the upside, we need to not forget that we do have this trend line coming through here. We've got this downward sloping. It is a support line here, guys, but we need to take into consideration we are on the lower side of it, so it is going to be acting as resistance. So yeah, we need to the resistance that I would be looking at here is going to be 43,777 there, and that is pretty much lining up famously with this the most recent lower high on the short-term time frame, right? So there's a couple of things to be telling us that we are going to see resistance coming through from 43,700 area if we do see a bit of a pump to the pump to the upside here for Bitcoin, but that is going to mean a significant breakout coming through from this bearish pennant chart pattern on the short-term time frame, right? But yeah, we were looking for some sort of long position coming through here. As you can see, there's some sort of long position coming through here for Bitcoin. We did speak about a trap zone coming through as well on the top side here, and that's why we weren't thinking about getting into that, getting involved with that, and we were looking to really clear all these major moving averages as well. Unfortunately, no, we didn't get that. And what are we seeing now, guys? Let's get rid of this for a second. What are we seeing now? We're seeing all major moving averages right here. We've got the 10 simple, the 21, the price action channel, and also the 55 and the 200 EMA coming through there. You can see what are these doing right now. They're getting further apart, right? They're getting further apart, and when that happens, it basically shows the strength of a trend, right? So it basically needs to tell it. We basically need to use this information, because the further that these bad boys get apart, the more chance of continuation to the downside, right? So there's definitely something to be taken into consideration there. Here on the short-term time frame, should we have a little look at the DMI, the directional movement index coming through? Bring that up. We know the levels to be looking out for here are the 20 and the 25. ADX on the rise, and to be honest, no surprise, because obviously we have seen insane price action to the downside, right? And that obviously brings up the ADX, because it is on the strength of the trend. The higher that this goes, the more chances for continuation to the downside, guys. So please remember that if we clear this 25 zone, then it's going to be looking ever so famously for probably a bounce coming down again off 43,750 area, and then probably continuation down. When I say continuation down, December the 4th dump, 42K, is probably most likely on the cards here, right? It probably is most likely on the cards. So yeah, please be aware for that. Another point to be looking out for there is going to be the retest of this volume weighted ATR band as we come down like so, right? Yeah, that's what I would say about the midterm. And yeah, it's pretty much going to end the BTC update there, I think. In terms of the short position on the longer term time frame, right? This is what we are going to be looking for in terms of target prices there. In terms of take profits, my next take profit is going to be December the 4th dump, 42,000 area, and then we've got another take profit, 41,004, and then probably going to bang another one in there actually. Yeah, probably going to bang another one in there actually, around 40,800, that sort of area, and then also 39,690 is going to be the final take profit for this 13% move to the downside, right? Now, if we lose this area here at 40,755, if we lose that, yes, it's going to be really quite bad, because you can see the progression to the downside from this zone. It's really, really quite rough, right? Hopefully we can find support. That's going to be ideal. But if not, please be aware we could be in line to be setting new lows here for Bitcoin. And we know what that basically means for the altcoins, guys. You're going to be going to the goddamn floor, right? So yeah, just be prepared for that. But remember, being calm, be collected. This is why we weigh up all opportunities here, because I know a lot of people were feeling really bullish yesterday, and they're feeling really bullish yesterday, and it was like, right, okay, let's weigh up all different scenarios here, because we're going to be profiting either way it goes, right? And that's the beautiful thing about weighing up all scenarios there. You're going to be profiting no matter which way you go. But yeah, that's going to be your BTC update for the day today. It's a bit of a long one today, I must say. Right, let's have some tea. 15 likes, amazing. To appreciate the likes coming through, guys. Let's have a look at the chat coming through. Look at A Gold. I'm targeting. Do you mean E Gold, Rajat? You have short or long open? I have both open at the moment, right? I have both open. We've got actually a really nice ultra package short coming through. We've been holding, I think it was 46,000 we got in on the ultra package for that indicator, basically telling us to go short for Bitcoin. And we've literally been holding that for so long. I'd probably say like a month we've been holding that, right? And it's just been bouncing up to 52K and stuff. And it's like, this is brutal. And then it was like, right, okay, yeah, hold it. And I was like, okay, cool. Not really happy about it. And then obviously, it's obviously performing right now, right? So yeah, 46K all the way down to where we are now. It's not looking too bad at all, right? It's not looking too bad. Around a 7 or 8% gain there. So yeah, not too bad. So well done to everyone who is involved with the ultra package there. You're making that cold hard cash. Yeah, the Chester is super small. Well, that's a really large coffee cup. Yeah, it's a pretty big mug, right? It's a pretty big mug. I like obviously I'm English. I like the tea, right? It's Chester a Hobbit. Brilliant. Oh, yeah, that's a big cup of tea. Yeah, it's I don't have like the small cups, right? Because I like, do you ever, it might just be me being like typical English, right? But do you ever finish like a cup of tea or like a hot drink or something and you're like, "Oh, there wasn't enough of that. Like there's never enough in one of those small mugs." So so yeah, I've got like the Sports Direct mugs and all that. So yeah, big mugs. Right, lovely. Let's what should we do? Listening to that booming voice on Chester, you healthy king, you healthy Viking. How is everyone this morning? I need a coffee. Ivy trip. Yeah, my throat is amazing. It's amazing. It's better. My throat is better. So yeah, all good. So yes. Let's have a look at Fear and Greed next. Down at 15, really rough, guys. Greedy mug. Yeah, around 15, guys. Really quite low. Obviously, be quite fearful here. Not really. I mean, obviously, it's really bad it being this low. But yeah, we need a bit more hope here. When we're seeing this continuously, this is just really bad. It's quite comical, really, considering everyone thought that BTC was going to go to, well, not everyone, sorry. A lot of people thought BTC was going to go to 100K by the end of the year. Obviously, 2021 I'm talking about. And now we are seeing a cascade down the staircase, right? But yeah, BTC dominance here, we're looking at around 40%. As I said yesterday, if we do come up and we do reclaim this area here, this is obviously going to be very, very bad for the altcoins, guys. It's going to be very, very bad for the altcoins. Just because this basically shows how much how people are moving people are moving their altcoin money into BTC if this is rising, and vice versa the other way. So so I just saw your message, Ben. So yeah, just be prepared for us to reclaim this zone if we invalidate this lower high around 40.5%. This is going to be a sign that we could actually see continuation to the upside here for the Bitcoin dominance, and we know what that means, guys. That's obviously going to be taking our altcoins basically taking a bit of a hit here. So yes, please don't overlook that information. Should we have a little look at little look at the total market cap for cryptocurrency, because obviously this is taking a bit of a tumble yesterday as expected. Still, today we are actually seeing quite a tumble down as well, so that's quite a big reflection on people pulling their money out of altcoins as well, right? So that's another piece of information that we can be using. So just fly caught my eye. Let's do some look at crypto quant, because I haven't really had a chance to look at this properly as of yet. To be honest, I'm not really that happy with the update, right? Because we did see we had it was a really nice setup, and it was sign me out. Oh, damn. I'm not going to sign in on stream because it'll bring up my email and then I'll just get spammed. So, so yeah, we'll have to leave that today, and I'll have to take the time to have a little go with this website again, because it was really, really good, and now it's I literally have my favorite section on the side, and I don't know if you guys can see that actually. Yeah, you can. I had my favorite section on the side here, as you can imagine, as I had like a couple of days ago, and now it's gone. And now we've got all these other charts and stuff. So yeah, it's not good. It's not ideal, crypto quant. And he didn't even let me know about the update. So yeah, not the happiest about that. So yeah, what have we got here? We've got mugs are genuinely associated with beer. I quit drinking for New Year, so yeah, I'm sober now. Ben Rogers, I'm drinking a hot chocolate out of my massive Sports Direct mug now. I have a big Ferrari mug I drink tea from, bought in Ferrari World. Yeah, cool stuff, man. We're all talking about mugs this morning. Yeah, Ethereum trade we were talking about yesterday, guys. We're talking about this upward slope and parallel channel. Speaking about this on my stream, this was literally pretty much a beautiful position, right? It was really, really quite nice. Around a 4% gain there for this measure move to the downside here, as we did all plan it. We planned for this yesterday, right? And I did actually say the likelihood of us actually breaking down here is more likely than breaking up, right? Just because we've got the volume weighted ATR band as well. As you can see, we do way up all scenarios there, but I was heavily prepared for this dump, heavily prepared for this Ethereum position, and yeah, made a lovely cheeky 4% there. Really, really nice indeed. So well done to anyone who did get involved with that. And yeah, your entry would have been around this 37,000. 37,000? Imagine Ethereum was 37,000. 3,725, right? So yeah, really good stuff for Ethereum there. And to be honest, Ethereum is still actually finding continuation to the downside. What is BTC doing at this time? We still haven't seen the break to the downside there, but Ethereum is actually deciding to run here on its own to the downside, right? So that's obviously really quite bad. And to be honest, it's quite surprising considering the whole NFT space and stuff like that. You'd think Ethereum would really actually try and hold its own at the moment, considering the free marketing and everything that it's getting, right? I've heard Bruno, I've heard of that, and also with Goldman Sachs, I read an article yesterday about how well, not them in general, but the narrative for the stock market this year is is due like a really big pullback. Apparently, I'm choking at the moment. One sec. Yes. So the stock market in general, people are saying it's actually going to flip quite bearish this year, and we're going to see maybe even like a 10% drop, which is in a sense quite worrying, because I think, in my opinion, with what's been happening with crypto over the last like year and stuff, if you think from like a hedge fund's point of view, they're probably going to be like quite jealous of the gains that you can actually make on crypto, right? So I do think that a lot more assets are going to be manipulated from they're going to be manipulated from like a hidden perspective. Like obviously they're not going to get caught by the SEC, but yeah, I do think crypto is starting to take a bit of a reputation effect on like on the asset world in general, right? So yeah, just be prepared for stuff being more volatile. That's what I would say. That's what I'm sort of preparing for 2022, right? So yeah, pretty much chat summed up. Lauren saying I have a huge mug for coffee that says no coffee, no smile. Accurate. I can't actually drink coffee. It makes me like insanely buzzed. Like it's too much. It's too much. Yeah, so that's pretty much my Ethereum trade. Ethereum is dumping at this time. So yeah, guys, if you are short on Ethereum or you're long on Ethereum, like yeah, just watch out. Just watch out, because it's, at this point in time, there's not really that much telling us that it's going to stop. I mean, we do have support around 3371, and this last you can see today has been absolutely brutal so far. So yeah, just be prepared, right? And if there is going to be a significant buyback here for crypto in general, I'd really be watching. I really would be watching BTC here, because this is obviously the leader of the pack, the alpha in the crypto space. I was trying to think of the word for a female alpha, if that is a thing, because obviously got to include everyone, right? So yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but anyway, Ethereum dumping at this time. So yeah, just be prepared for that. If we do lose these zones coming through, as I was just saying, that 3372, which we're currently sat on actually, if we do lose that zone, there is potential for downwards momentum, right? Really strong downwards momentum coming through from there. And to be honest, even if we do see us coming down to that sort of area there, 2,789, that's still a fine area for a bounce there, and that's going to be a very big buying opportunity in my opinion for Ethereum there. But yeah, pretty much done with Ethereum. Let's do some altcoin requests, guys. So yeah, smash your altcoin request in the chat, and I will do some live TA for you. I mean, to be honest with you, most of the charts are pretty much going to look the same, because everything's been tanking off a cliff. But yeah, let's do some TA together, right? While I finish my tea, I'll let you guys crack on with that. We got Freda saying, good morning. Thank you for your stream. Not a problem. I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. If you did want to learn and study crypto, you can do it with me. No, I can help you every morning if you are new to crypto and stuff like that, right? I do live TA every morning. Ethereum was likely to break down harder. Yeah, it's been quite progressively going up, smashing through all-time highs continuously, right? So yeah, we are seeing that. Mr. Mars wanting a bit of ADA coming through here. A bit of ADA? A bit of ADA? What an interesting chart. On the daily for ADA, we are seeing potentially huge breakout, actually. Yeah, pretty strong breakout to the downside. I mean, the volume weighted ATR band is actually being respected at this time. From yesterday, we are currently trending below it. here on the micro trend here, I'm sure if we jump down to smaller term time frames, we are going to be below the volume weighted ATR band coming through here on the daily. So that is an indication for downwards momentum, guys. If we actually close below this volume weighted ATR band, we're likely to see downwards momentum. Right, I'm trying to find an example for that. As you can see, the close that I just see there, it's like banged it straight up. So yeah, it's a pretty bad example for that. But that's usually the sort of narrative here. If we do get some sort of candle with a close below the volume weighted ATR band there, we tend to usually trend below it, right? So yeah, it's definitely something to be thinking about. But we do have 14 hours and 30 minutes left before we actually see a significant confirmation there for ADA. But what I do want to say is, as you can see, we haven't on the daily so far broke the low of yesterday, right? If we actually hold it here and we don't come any lower and we see ADA take a bit of a buyback here, that's obviously going to be really, really quite progressive, because of the short-term time frame, it is going to be a higher low, right? And that's obviously a fairly bullish move to the upside, right? But with that being said, we do need to take into consideration it is the same as Bitcoin, right? There is going to be some sort of bearish pennant chart pattern coming through there. This is what we are going to be looking for, guys, and this is a symmetrical triangle at the bottom of a downtrend, right? And that obviously is a signification for continuation to the downside, so we need to basically take that into consideration here. If you are looking for an ADA little scalp there, man, these flies are so bad, keep flying around my head, it's really awful. But yeah, so as you can see, this is going to be the measure move to the downside we need to be looking out for in terms of a bit of a percentage here. We're looking for around a 2.07% there. Definitely something to be looking out for 488 if we lose that zone. Am I going to be getting in before we break this low? Meh. It's tricky, right? Because if it's going to be quite controversial here, and we would really need to jump down to these shorter term time frames to get sort of a gauge for stop losses and stuff like that, so that you can see volume weighted ATR band coming down, and that's obviously going to be a very, very strong area, and moving averages coming down as well to hold us back in terms of resistance. So are we going to be getting in until am I going to be getting in until we've cleared this 1198, I think that was 1197, right? Let's look at percentages, right? Let's look at percentages, because there's obviously going to be a first stop loss position for us. It's going to be a bit too tight, in my opinion, right? It's going to be a bit too tight, because first things first, we want to break this low, and that's going to be, it's basically our first day profit is going to be 0.29%, and that's just not really worth the time considering the risk at this point, guys, because you can see our stop loss would actually be really quite high, and if we do see us actually bang it up straight away, then yeah, the stop loss, our take profits tend to usually have to be bigger than your stop loss. Otherwise, it's just a pointless position, right? You want to be making more than you're giving in that sort of scenario there. But yeah, in terms of a breakdown from there, this is the low that I would be looking for an entry there, and then basically riding that bad boy down. The reason why I'm coming down a bit lower here for ADA is because that's going to give time for these little moving averages, these major moving averages, but the smaller moving averages like the 21 and the 10 simple coming through here, and the volume weighted ATR band, it's going to give them time to basically come down, right? And that's what we're going to be using for a very, very good indication for stop loss here on the 15-minute time frame. We could be jumping down to the 5-minute as well, and as you can see, they are going to be trailing down on the 5-minute as well. And to be honest, they are getting further and further apart, which is an indication for the strength of the downtrend, right? Have you got flies in the middle of winter? They're houseplant flies, and they've nested in my house, in my soil of the plants, and it's a real problem. Yeah, it's a real problem at the moment. They're not toxic or anything like that. They're just really annoying. So yeah, they've I basically watered my plants too much, and it's caused these flies to basically breed in the plants. It's really long. It's really annoying. So yeah, I'm in the middle of exterminating them. So I have to like spray the plants every morning and stuff. But when I spray the plants, it causes like all of the bugs to come out, right? So it's really, really bad. And then I have my big studio lights on, and that obviously just attracts bugs in general. So yeah, it's a fun time, right? It's a fun time streaming with all these flies, right? But yeah, anyway, where were we? So yeah, ADA, definite short position to be looking out for there today if we can break this 1.197 there. Now let's do some more requests coming through. What else have we got? We've got a bit of IOTA for Freda. I think that's how you say it. Freda. I'm pretty bad at reading. I can trade. I can make money. Do it for a living. But can I read? Not that well. No, I'm just dyslexic, right? Where is IOTA on my list? So my price is a bit off today. Tends to happen, actually. we are seeing a bit of a nice micro uptrend here for IOTA. It's actually looking really nice. Wow. Okay. Hello. I think we looked at this yesterday with this Garn fan chart pattern coming through. Just dropped my magnets. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is the Garn fan pattern that we were looking at yesterday as a potential bounce point. I'm pretty sure I remember saying that this upward sloping support line is definitely something to be looking out for there, because that is basically coming back all the way from, literally, you can probably even line that all the way up back from March, right? I mean, just about. I mean, I don't want to get too friendly with her over there, but yeah, you can see this is a very, very heavily respected sort of upward sloping support line, right? And you can see the buyback is actually happening very, very nice indeed. I think I was saying, actually, would I take a position from here? And I did actually say yesterday on yesterday's stream, probably not. I want a bit more confirmation here. But the breakdown scenario to be looking out for here for IOTA, if BTC is going to have continuation here, this basically shows that we still do have a bit of leg room here. We still do have a bit of leg room to make a bit of money here, right? Because we all know why we're here. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, right? So yes, this is definitely something to be looking out for here today, guys. Or maybe not today, maybe over the next week or so. If BTC is going to have continuation to the downside, what are we doing now? Oh, we're flirting with the idea of breaking to the downside here for BTC. So yeah, it's going to be a position that I'm going to miss. Amazing. But yeah, that's definitely something to be looking out for here for IOTA. In terms of a move down, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. I don't know how it's going to look because of the logarithmic chart, but probably something along the lines of this in terms of a measure move down around to 84 cents there. In terms of percentages there on the daily here for IOTA, it's going to be around a 25% drop to the downside there. Quite ambitious, yes. But what I really would be looking for there is probably a reversal here around 8%, and that's definitely a point to be having a massive take profit there. Definitely something to be looking out for there indeed as well. Now, let's jump down to the shorter term time frames there for IOTA, because we are actually seeing a very nice bounce here. Now, what do I want? What do I want? I want a very strong high low here. We've pretty much got that. You can see the buyback that we have seen from this candle. It's a very strong hammer candle in a sense, right? A very strong hammer candle, which is obviously fairly bullish, because you can see the buyback, right? It just shows there is still momentum that, from the downside to the upside here after that massive dump, right? Seeing that candle open, candle close there, fairly in the same sort of area there, looking like a hammer. Ugh. Goodness me. So now, as you can see, we have seen a buyback coming through there. You can see volume weighted ATR band acting as resistance here. Hopefully, we can bang it above. If we don't, guys, please expect this Garn fan to be tested again at $1.15 there. Sorry, no, $1.15. That's going to be an area to be tested there. If we do come down to this area, this is going to be a very nice bounce point. If we do bounce there, hello, higher low. We're going to be looking at low, higher low, higher low. Invalidation of the lower high, guys. Bullish momentum coming through there, looking pretty good indeed. So yeah, just keep your eyes peeled, and hopefully IOTA can hold its own. At the moment, compared to a lot of the other altcoins, I've got my listed top 50 there. IOTA seems to be the one that's really taking the lead here, in terms of a nice short-term recovery. Now, with that being said, guys, if it's the only one in the list that's really starting to bang it up at this point in time, in the top 50, I might need to update that list. But people are looking to invest in stuff. People are looking to be buying. People are looking to be longing. If IOTA is the only coin that's actually going up at the moment in terms of the top 50, it will have an edge of FOMO. There will be an edge of FOMO coming in there. So yeah, just be prepared for that as well, and just be careful, be cautious, because today is it's a pretty rough day. Okay, pretty rough day. Rune's down 7%. What else is? Solana's down 4%. Theta's down 5%. Yeah, I was thinking about doing this for the daily, guys. Like every stream, before my BTC update, I was going to do like a nice little update on altcoins just in general, and just talk about the ones that are really like trending the market and stuff like that, right? Let's have a little look. Chester, can you check out FTM? I can have a little look at FTM. And then I'm going to do Solana, then I'm going to do Uniswap, and then I'm going to do Sand for Hydra, and then AVAX. So what was it? It was FTM. FTM. Bit of Phantom. Right, that is tea completed. In comes the H2O. Nice. Right, let's get rid of that, because that's a bloody mess. Let's do some fresh TA coming through here on Phantom. Now, right here, right now, this is obviously it's doing really well, actually, I would say. How is it doing so well compared to everything else? Obviously, it is still going to be a rising wedge, guys. It is still going to be a rising wedge chart pattern. They tend to usually break to the downside, so just be prepared for that for the future there. I'm not really that clued up with the fundamentals behind Phantom here, but yeah, overall chart is looking really, really quite nice, really quite bullish. You can see highs getting broken continuously here. You can see higher lows being set continuously here. And yeah, we did get a little bit of invalidation here on December the 4th. Only naturally, when BTC dumps off a cliff, altcoins follow suit. So my mic's really high again. I keep doing that. I look quite grey as well. That's probably not good. Need to adjust my settings again. Yeah, you can see upwards momentum coming through there. Really, really quite a nice uptrend, I would say. In terms of targets right now, FTM Phantom, it's not actually looking too bad. I think we've got all-time highs around $3.45, I think was sat there. Yeah, $3.45 is the all-time high there for Phantom. We have seen nice progression to the upside most recently. If you are looking for some sort of buying opportunity, I think the dump from yesterday, I mean, really wasn't that bad for Phantom, right? Oh, no. Oh no, 16%. Yeah, really quite bad. So yeah, not too great for Phantom. But what I do want to say is here on the longer term time frames, guys, you've got your higher lows, right? You've got your higher lows coming through here. Until you really start invalidating some of these, that's when I would be looking for lower highs to be set and then momentum to the downside. But yeah, overall, guys, it's still looking bullish, right? You're still in a macro uptrend. It's still looking quite nice. Target price for you right now, I want to see you get over the volume weighted ATR one, because we know how this bad boy actually forms like strong resistance, right? Strong resistance. If we can get over it, hello money, hello trend. How are you? That's what we really want there. We don't want really this strong resistance coming through there. It's not going to be it's not our friend there if unless we break it, right? We need to really break that to the upside. So yeah, in terms of a target for that, that's what we'll be looking for, and that is going to be breaching the idea of all-time highs again. We know the all-time high rules, guys. If we break all-time highs, 80% of the time we retrace back down to previous all-time highs. So yeah, just be prepared for that as well. But yeah, overall, I would say macro bullish, guys. Let's have a look at the hourly and see what's good coming through here. As I said, most charts pretty much look the same. We've got a symmetrical triangle chart pattern coming through again. Just looking down, as you can see, we've got lower highs and higher lows, forming a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, forming a potential breakout scenario. Now, this is where it gets a bit controversial here, just because you can see this. This is strange. Oh no, sorry. I thought we would dump a lot earlier than that, but no, it is in reference to BTC. So yeah, so this is as you can see, it wasn't the strongest dump in the world, right? It wasn't the strongest dump in the world, and we did have really quite solid buybacks from this low getting put in there yesterday evening, right? So yeah, from there we have actually formed lower highs, invalidating these higher lows, but really these higher lows, they're not really that progressive, because you can see the consolidation that we do actually have in this zone. This is kind of a base camp 1 sort of scenario here, guys, and then we were looking for base camp 2 coming through, but obviously BTC dumped off an absolute cliff there. So yeah, this is the controversial point I was talking about there. It is a symmetrical triangle pattern. It is at the end of a micro downtrend, right? But it is still at the top of more of a macro uptrend. So that is an indication that we could be looking for more continuation to the upside rather than the downside, right? That's what I would favor here. So in terms of a breakout scenario to the upside, this is what I would be looking for, right? Going on the most recent uptrend like so. There's going to be a phantom little trade to be looking out for there, probably for the day here, because this is the hourly there. This is going to be a breakout scenario. And it does look fairly nice as well because of this because of these major moving averages coming down as well, and you can see they're getting ever so coiled up. The more coiled up that these bad boys get, the more likelihood for a breakout, right? So yeah, nice stuff coming through there. So yeah, not too bad overall. RSI fairly central C, not too bad. We've got DMI has had that bearish crossover with a lot of strength to the upside on the ADX. So yeah, it's I mean, it's pretty expected. Obviously, we have seen that insane dump to the downside, but you can see we're flirting with the idea of getting ever so close together, and that's obviously going to be forming that bullish crossover as well. So yeah, keep an eye on the directional movement index for that trend there, and as you can see, the ADX is still really high, so that's an indication that if we do see a bullish crossover there, we could see a very nice 8% from Phantom really get activated here. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there. And you can see with these wicks to the downside here, that is clear buying back scenarios there. So it is showing strength. It is definitely showing strength. Where were we? We'll have a look at Solana next for Roger. What up, Roger, my man? Where is my Solana? Solana, baby. Oh, Solana. Very bullish on Solana overall, guys, in terms of what they've got going on. That trend line, where are you from? Interesting. Okay, interesting. So yeah, there's obviously a very strong trend line here for Solana for this upward sloping parallel channel here. If we hold this, amazing. It's going to be looking really quite progressive. If we don't hold it and we actually dump down here, guys, then it's obviously going to be looking really quite bad for Solana there. And technically, it's still okay if we hold here. If we hold this area here, just a bit higher actually. If we hold $117 there, if we hold that, absolutely fine, because that's going to be the strong high low that we are looking for here. And easily bouncing opportunities coming through from there. If there is going to be a short position to be looking out for here, we are going to be looking for, because obviously it is going to be some sort of breakdown here. So there's going to be some sort of chart trend coming through there. We've got to use our intuition to find it. It's definitely going to be a trend line coming down from this high here. Definitely, that's pretty certy. Then obviously we've got, yeah, it's going to be a parallel channel, guys. I do believe parallel channel to be looking out for here, and this is going to be oh, okay, interesting. And the reason why I'm saying this, guys, because if we do break this, then you can see we've actually got a very strong bounce point in terms of support coming through here. So this is definitely a point to be looking out for there, and this kind of invalidates that entry for a breakdown of this upward sloping currently support line. If we break that, find resistance there, then yeah, we are going to be probably heading down to the lower side of this parallel channel, this falling parallel channel. But in terms of like activating a really good short here, I do want to see us break this parallel channel. And the closer and the longer this takes for us to get down here, then the more pointless the position is going to be, right? Because we're going to be coiled up between this this horizontal bounce point here from this higher low, and also this downward sloping support line as well. So yeah, this Solana is not looking too hot at the moment for a short position, I would say. Not the ideal. There's better trades out there, I do think, with less noise and less mess in the way, in my opinion. But yeah, overall, not too bad. As I said, overall, on the longer term time frames, overall for Solana, get your words out, get your thoughts out, man. I'm bullish. I'm very bullish on Solana, right, in terms of technology and stuff like that. I'm just skeptical at the moment because we have pumped a hell of a lot, and also BTC is it's scared at the moment. BTC is not having a fun time. Now we're gonna have a look at Uniswap there for leader crypto. Also, guys, if any of you are music producers, let me know. Drop me a message on Telegram, please. I need some music. I think we should get some like house music going for the stream or something. I think that'd be quite cool. So yeah, let me know if you do produce music or anything like that. Yeah, it'd be quite cool. Getting a bit more uplifting sort of energy coming through, right? Yeah, let's get rid of all that old TA and get some fresh TA coming through there for Uniswap. Did we break the low? Not quite breaking the low on December the 4th there, but what have we got coming through here? We've got invalidation of lower high. We've got a very strong challenge area here that we can see. This area is pretty rough, right? This area is pretty rough for these challenges, and you can see the rejection that we have found multiple times here. Really quite awful. And that's another reason why we are having a continuation to the downside here. We have just invalidated a higher low here, which is basically telling us that we're probably going to come down lower. Is this a great entry point? Probably not, in my opinion. I would probably be waiting for a pullback and then another, maybe a test of these major moving averages as we come down, maybe the 55. As you can see, we do find resistance off that little green bad boy there. If we do come up to there, then this is going to be a lower high, guys. Once we see the confirmed lower high, then we could be looking for a lovely potential short position there for Uniswap. But yeah, it's not the hottest. It's not the hottest stock right now, is what I would say. You can see it's not really had the recovery that the other altcoins has had here. You can see on the 15-minute chart, after setting that low yesterday from that dump, we are breaking these lows continuously, right? So the confidence here for Uniswap is really not that hot right now. It's not that good. So yeah, I would expect to be coming down lower. But as I said, after seeing a downtrend like this, we are probably due a bit of a pullback, a bit of a pump, before having continuation. So what we really want is a nice confirmed, got my big heads in the way, a nice confirmed lower high around this sort of area before continuation down, right? Definitely a few things to be looking out for there. Let's have a little look. Yeah, Mr. Miles, I do agree with you. I feel like Solana did rise really, really, really quickly, and now it's basically getting wrecked. But yeah, it's definitely one to be holding for the year, for a yearly hodl. A yearly hodl. What are we looking at next? It was, George says, you're right. All the charts look the same. Yes, sir. That's the problem with crypto, right? That is the problem with crypto. It's fun, and it's good to make gains. But when, it won't be like this forever. It won't be like this forever. We just need cryptocurrency and blockchain technology to really be adopted internationally on like a massive scale, and then we will see coins behaving on their own and having their own sort of direction and stuff like that. Obviously, BTC will primarily take direction, but it will be a less what's the word? Less dominance, right? Less dominance over the other coins, and that's something that we can expect for the future, maybe like 5-10 years time, when the world really does pull its finger out and actually accept all this amazing stuff that we've got going on over this side. So yeah, hopefully that is going to happen. So yeah, that's what I would say about that. But yeah, in terms of all the charts looking the same, they pretty much all do, right? So yeah, it's not amazing, but there's that's the beauty of learning technical analysis, right? You can literally trade anything. You can trade anything. If you're bored of crypto, you can be like, okay, I'm done with crypto for a bit. Like I'm sick of all this crazy price action, right? And what they say here is if you spend a year trading crypto, it's equivalent to like 5 years trading Forex or stocks or something like that, right? Because the swings are insane. The emotional factor behind crypto is like 10 times more. It's a lot more volatile. It's a lot more manipulated. So it's essentially a lot more harder to trade, right? So yeah, if you've done like a year in crypto, it's equivalent to like, they say it's like equivalent to like 5 years in Forex and stuff like that. So yeah, if you are bored of crypto and you're sick of it, no one's stopping you from having a little go at Forex or having a little go at commodities. I've been dipping my toe into gold and oil and stuff at the moment. And yeah, I'm having a good time, as well as trading crypto as well. But yeah, just try not to limit yourself. Obviously, I know the channel is Crypto Chester, and I'm very bullish on crypto in general. But technical analysis is something you can use across the board, guys. So yeah, just try not to get a judgment of trading. So like in terms of, you see how we have a massive dump in crypto, and so you lose a really bad trade, and you're like, oh, for God's sake, I'm sick of trading now. Don't use that judgment on trading in general, because there's many other things you can be trading and making money from, right? But yeah, breakout on sand right now to the downside. I think sand is, it did get fairly overextended, right? It did get fairly overextended in terms of pumps to the upside with the whole Facebook announcements and stuff like that. What you are waiting for here is this massive level of support to be formed. Let me get rid of that symmetrical triangle chop in there. You're waiting for either a level of support to be formed here, guys, at this area. We have bounced on this multiple times here, but what I really would say that you want here is a big meta announcement or something like that, or something to some big dog in the pond, basically saying about the metaverse and stuff like that, and that's obviously going to help sand and give it a nice little pump, because we know it's a meta coin, right? So yeah, that's definitely something that you are looking for now. But in terms of In terms of waiting for that, I probably would say we're probably due a bit more continuation to the downside, right? Because people are scared here. They have bought this for a hodl here because it is a meta coin at this time. So yeah, I would say this is definitely something that people will probably be selling off over the next sort of day or so. Areas to really be looking out for is this high low that you have just actually invalidated. This breakdown scenario for sand at this time is looking really quite strong. In terms of a target for that, you probably have already hit your target, right? And that's going to be a measure move looking something along the lines of this, right? Yeah, not quite hit that as of yet. Let me jump down. Yeah, not quite hit it as of yet, and that's going to be around $4.75 there. In terms of the next target for that, I probably wouldn't expect just direct continuation down to 470. In terms of being safe, just plan for a bit of a buyback, right? Plan for a nice lower high being set there, and then that's obviously going to mean continuation to the downside from there, right? But yeah, in terms of key areas here for more of the midterm, short-term sort of areas. If you lose this low from yesterday, right? If you lose this low, that's when you can start worrying a little bit more here, because this is going to be an area to be looking out for, right? If you lose that, you can see every time we've lost that, you can see pretty strong wicks to the downside. Yes, the buybacks are there. It is strong here in terms of buying back scenario here for sand. So that's another factor we need to take into consideration. This is it does look fairly bullish with these wicks, right? But just be prepared if we do lose this 470, then 466, 468, and you can see the correlative area from these two candles there around 454. Obviously, it is depending on what Bitcoin is going to be doing here. So yeah, just take that into consideration. And we have pumped a significant amount, so we could even bounce here, guys. There's quite a few scenarios to be looking out for there, but key area to watch is going to be this 470 here for this micro trend. And as you can see, we are seeing that break and maybe coming down for a little test of that fairly shortly indeed, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it for sand there. Mana is stronger than sand. Yeah, I do agree. Mana is stronger than sand. What else have we got coming through? Salman wants a bit of loop ring. To LRC? Nope. LRP? Nope. What is loop ring? LPR? Nope. Who's LRP? Loop ring. I don't know. I don't know. Completely slipped my mind. LTC. No, that's Litecoin. LRC, right, there we go. Brain on. Loop ring, there we go. Cheers, Mr. Miles. Appreciate that, man. BTC dumping, apparently. Oh my god, we're seeing a breakout of a bearish pennant chart pattern coming through here. It's really, really quite bad. We've just broke the low from yesterday at 42,446 there. Yeah, looking really, really quite bad for BTC right now, guys. Just be prepared, be cautious, well, it's been bought back fairly quickly actually. So yeah, not too bad at all. But yeah, loop ring, rough. I mean, we've got a Garn fan coming through in terms of a nice level of support at $1.55. I just know loop ring did get a lot of FOMO coming through over the last few months or so. There is quite a lot of new investors jumping into loop ring. So yeah, just be prepared, guys, for a bit of a downtrend. It looks like it did a bit of a matic coming through here when it bangs up so much and then just trends down for a long time. So to be honest, I really wouldn't be surprised if loop ring did something like that, setting a new low, and then we see a reversal later on in time towards the end of January or something like that, right? But yeah, overall for loop ring, fairly bearish right now. You are basically setting lows after lows after lows, and the steepness of this trend, to get over this and break this lower high, you're a considerable long way away from that, right? And so yeah, just take that into consideration there. A lot of people are asking for Ethereum, right? I did Ethereum at the start of the stream because I made a bit of cold hard cash, but this is going mental right now. Oh, Ethereum, good night. Good night. Would you like a bedtime story? I'll see you at 2,800. No, let's have a look at Ethereum, right? Because as you can see, it's actually a very key bounce area right now. You can see the levels of resistance that we have found from this zone before. If we start to lose this zone and come down even further, we can actually expect something along the lines of this, right? In terms of a nice candle dump, right? It's going to be like a 10% move for their Ethereum, something like that, right? So yeah, just be prepared for that. Resistance is futile along this zone, and we have set lows. It's really, really quite rough actually for for Ethereum, right? Nathan has just applied for a McDonald's job. Love that, Nathan. God, love that, Nathan. That's funny, man. Yeah, so Ethereum looking pretty rough. Let's have a look at the 5-minute and see how aggressive we are getting here. Yeah, it's just a very strong downtrend, lower low after lower low after lower low. If you are looking for a bit of hope coming through there, I want to see some lower highs really getting validated here, and they're getting ever so further away, right? So yeah, just be prepared. Moving averages moving further apart, guys. That shows the strength of the trend coming down as well. So yeah, just brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. If Ethereum goes below 3K, I'll be surprised. To be honest, even 3,300 now is a really good buying opportunity for Ethereum. Yes, it could go lower. Yes, it could go lower. But right now, for 3,300 for Ethereum is insanely cheap, right? We know Ethereum is going to do insane things over the next year or so. We know we've got the hyperlink coming out. We know Ethereum 2.0, baby. That stuff's really going to revolutionize a lot of things. So yeah, we definitely need to take that into consideration for the future, and this is going to be an insanely low price. Let's just take that into consideration, right? Let's talk about that this time next year, and we'll see where Ethereum is there, right? And see if I'm correct. That'd be quite cool. Do you think it would be a smart move to diverse my portfolio into larger caps? I'm a big fan of a diverse portfolio into like a lot of projects. I tend to usually have like top 50 cryptocurrency hodl that I play with, but I tend to usually just leave. Like obviously if we're having some insane market corrections and stuff like that, I am looking to add to that in terms of accumulation phases and stuff like that. And then I've got my trading amount that I trade with on a day-to-day basis, and I must stress, it's very key to have these amounts split, guys. It takes away a lot of emotion, and you can set yourself good targets and stuff like that. So like 10% for the month or something like that, right? It's a lot more easier having it split for emotions and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend that. And then I have another portfolio for like really low cap coins. So like really new coins and stuff like that. So like 10x, 100x, those sorts of coins, and projects that I've just kind of researched in my own time that I think are going to do fairly well. So yeah, I've got that split up as well. So I've got like 3 different sorts of things, and then I've got money on quite a few different exchanges that I've got exchanges for certain indicators and strategies that I'm trading. So yeah, I've probably got like 3 or 4 of them as well. So yeah, it's I would say it's what I've learned over the last probably like 2.5 years of trading now is splitting up your money like that. It does help. It really, really does help. And you don't feel so bad if you have like a losing day trading, right? Because everyone has a losing day now and then, right? Glitterballs. Oh, I missed your question. Sorry, man. Sorry. I do tend to scan over some stuff, right? I think like Litecoin in general, I think it's been overperforming recently, and I do think it's due a correction in general. Just to say that, but yeah, I would say Litecoin is probably due a dump coming through there. But yeah, guys, let's do some more altcoins. Smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and I'll get to them ASAP. Rocky. Let's do a bit of a FIDA coin for Salman. Sorry, Salman. Pretty bad at reading. But yeah, that's what I would say about splitting up your portfolio, right? That's definitely something I would use. FIDA downtrend, as everything is. This is really rough. This isn't even like BTC isn't even responsible for this. This is the hell is this? Damn. Right. This is like a okay, you've bought a new house. You've got a massive lounge or front room, and you've got a massive rug. You've got a massive rug on that lounge floor. It's being slowly pulled away. Slowly pulled away, an inch a day, until the rug is being pulled out of the room. You see what I'm saying? The very, very slow rug pull. No, that's sort of what the chart looks like with with a candle like this, right? This is just a clean like pump and dump sort of manipulation station, baby. You're getting off the train and you're losing all your gains, right? Yeah, it's really quite rough, right? Really bad. So yeah, I wouldn't really be expecting insane recoveries coming through here. And as you can see here, when we did see a bit of a recovery, you can see the sell-off straight away, right? And this is a very bearish candle when we're seeing this, guys. Massive wick to the upside. You can see people were waiting to sell, right? There's people probably that were buying like all the way up here. They were probably buying it all up here, or even like here. I'm hoping for a big pump like we have seen here, and they've just been sold into like crazy. So yeah, just stay the hell away from this. No, yeah, I would expect extreme lower prices than this. It looks insanely manipulated in my opinion. Just be aware. We'll do a bit of AVAX there for LR. AVAX. And I wish you well on your travels. Today, I think it is, isn't it? 1 p.m. Yeah, safe journeys and stuff. So, as you can see, AVAX, we know AVAX in general has been doing really quite well recently. We know it's been really pumping like crazy. So what does that tell us? It tells us we're due pullbacks, guys. It tells us that in terms of an asset, it has been parabolic motions. Mount Everest has been climbed multiple times here, and I am going to draw it in. I'm going to draw it in. So you can see parabolic motion like so. If we're climbing Mount, let me redo that. If we're climbing Mount Everest, guys, we know about Mount Everest, biggest mountain in the world. We need a base camp 1. We need to rest at base camp 1 with consolidation, and then we can go for base camp 2, right? Base camp 2, then we go for the mountain peak. That's sort of the healthiest scenario if we are seeing these parabolic run-ups like so, right? So we need to basically take into consideration for this base camp 1. If we don't find base camp 1, we see a base jump off the Grand Canyon, right? Base jump off the Grand Canyon. So yeah, that's basically what we see here. And you can see that the price action to the downside is really bad. In terms of areas to be looking out for here for AVAX, if we lose this zone, I can't stress enough. Let's draw loads of arrows in this zone here for AVAX. If we lose this zone, goodbye, AVAX. Goodbye, avalanche. There's going to be an avalanche in the price if we see us come down. And when I say by that, guys, I mean a measure move down is going to be fairly strong here. There is a potential short position to be coming down, right? Short position to be coming down. And it's going to be around a 28.3% gain. Now, I'm not saying we're going to be riding this wave to 28%. I'm saying, look, we're going to be getting in a short position, and then we're going to be staggering our take profits all the way down because there is multiple reversal areas coming through here. I'm talking multiple, guys. There's so many. So we're basically going to be using all of these for take profits continuously, right? We're going to be using all of these for take profits continuously. What we are looking for is a nice congruent breakout of around $89 or $90 there on the daily, right? This is not going to be happening overnight. This is going to be a long-term position, right? It's probably going to be a week or so. Maybe even longer, right? Could be like something like that, right? So yeah, just it's going to be a patient position to be getting involved with, but that's what I would be looking at for AVAX in general. And we have some H2O, and we will carry on. But yeah, as I said, key areas to be looking at for is going to be the break of this upward sloping support line, which we have got coming through here for AVAX. You can see the multiple levels of support continuously, right? If we lose that, good night, AVAX. Hydra says, get those likes coming. 33 likes, unbelievable, guys. Do appreciate the likes coming through. Does help out the stream continuously, and the more people that the stream gets showed to, the more people I can help trade and help learn, right? And LR, I'm sorry that the COVID test was damn it, I said it, man. Damn. Sorry that the test was invalid. Rebook for another day. Hopefully that oh god. Just dropped my fidget spinner. Hopefully you can still go see your family and stuff like that, right? I wish you well. I wish you well. Yeah, they should offer a free retest. That's wow. That's really not fair. That's not fair. I'm not going to go into it on the stream because I'll get banned. But really awful. Really awful. And yeah, it's getting ever so more expensive to go on holiday through all these tests and stuff like that, right? I think BTC's having a bit of a pump. It is. having a bit of a pump. We did set a low though, guys. We have set a low on BTC compared to yesterday. So yeah, just take into consideration a low has been set. We've got a lower high as well, so it is bearish, right? Mr. Miles, I totally agree with you. Let's do some more requests, guys. Smash your altcoin requests in the chat. Let me do VRA for Little Taff. Little Taff. I think that's your name, man. VRA. It's gonna be a cool coin. So take a step back and brace yourselves. No, I've done TA on this before, definitely. Look at that for a get wrecked. This is like a key example of why we stagger take profits, guys. Because you can see reversals are pretty futile. Let's get some fresh TA there for Little Taff. And we will do continuous altcoins today. And guys, if you're new here, if you are new, I stream every day, Monday to Friday. So yeah, if I don't get to your request today, apologies. Come back tomorrow, and I'll do it for you then. I always continuously try. And also, guys, we do have a popping Telegram community. There's like 350 members. It's pretty litty. There's loads of mods and stuff like that. So there's no scammers and all that. We're really strict. It's actually I can't rate that community enough, right? It's not my community, it's our community. So yeah, if you want to be a part of that, link is in the description. And also we've got an NFT group as well, NFT gaming meta community, that we all talk about, like 60 members in that, and then we all talk about gaming and stuff like that, all the new NFT games that we're playing, and basically many different ways to make money, right? And there's a nice list of meta coins and stuff like that in there as well for you guys to be looking out for. In terms of Varcity right now, Veracity coming through. This is it's at a very key support point, guys. Very key support point here on the daily. Definitely something to be looking out for there. If we lose this zone, floor, it's gonna be looking really quite bad. So yeah, you don't want to be losing this zone. If you are going to lose this zone, then there's definitely going to be a short position. I wouldn't be getting in until we cleared 2 cents 568 2623. I won't be getting in until we've lost that zone. When you lose that zone, I would be looking. You can see how free this area is in terms of that pump to the upside there, and also you can see that dump to the downside as well. Really quite aggressive, really quite a water slide sort of area there. So let's draw a box zone in there for that, because that area you can see is actually, every time we sort of approach it, the price action is really quite aggressive, right? Really quite aggressive in this area. So what does that tell us, right? That tells us if we do lose this zone here and we do enter a short position here, the likelihood of us sailing through and making a quick percentage in like a day or so is actually really quite high, right? It's really quite high, and that's going to be around a 15-16% there. So yeah, really quite nice if that's going to be doing something indeed. So yeah, not too bad overall there for Vera. Definitely money to be made, right? Descending triangle as well tend to usually break to the downside. But yeah, it's pretty much Vera. Let's jump down to shorter term time frames. I mean, the reason why I've been staying away from the short term time frames today, guys, as you might have noticed, is because they all pretty much look the same, right? It's looking like a symmetrical triangle break to the downside, right? So yeah, just that's why I've been staying away, because otherwise I'll just be doing the TA on the same chart, right? 1 hour and 15 minutes, guys. I think I'm going to call it a day. Pretty tired. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you all coming through here. And I will be back tomorrow morning. Without a doubt, I'll be back tomorrow morning to do a nice good morning stream for you, and also BTC update, and also altcoins continuously, right? So yeah, if I did miss your request, apologies. I'll see you tomorrow. If not, you can put it in the Telegram group, and we will I'm sure someone will do some TA in there for you as well, because we've got a lot of reliable people. But yeah, for now, it's gonna be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.